Hello, thank you for joining me again with Walk With Me Tarot, where we're on this journey together. I'm going to be doing a collective reading today for the sign of Aries. This will be March 21st through April 19th. Okay, this is a general collective reading, so take what resonates, what doesn't, just leave it on the table for someone else, okay? Thank you so very much for all your support. So we're going to start off with the reading. The first card that I have, and I'm showing here for Aries, is Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands. This card is that card of charisma and fast energy, enthusiasm. It's that energy that gets things done. But it's also an energy of spontaneity as well, too. So she's still getting things done, but taking time out to enjoy herself just for a few seconds there. As you can see, her horse is revving up and ready to go as soon as she is. So this is all about that fast energy, pursuing what you've been dreaming about. And that's what this is changing, charging full steam ahead. And this is usually towards your passion, but it's that Knight of Wands energy. Dang it. A lot of communication, quick communication as well. But this is the energy of getting things completed, or at least getting on that horse and getting going there. Second card, we have the Six of Wands. As you can see here, I love Six of Wands because we know that's that card of victory, of recognition. This card is also inspiring others by what you do as well. So being that first one to go ahead and do what that project, that plan, that idea that you've been thinking about. This is the success, the recognition of it, of completing that, of, something you've been working on or working towards success. And this is also doing the work. So as you can see, there's the energy of getting motivated, getting moving. Now it's time to do the work to get that success, that recognition that you are so wanting for this year, 2026. And this reading is for April of 2026, Aries. So the next card that I have for you here is Ten of Wands. There we go. Here's my Ten of Wands. And this card is almost at the end. And you're putting in the work. It's almost at the end. You see the prize in the distance. And this is just trusting the universe, completion, end of burdens. As you can see, she just came down that hill, up, over, and carrying, and now she finally has something to help, a little support here, make it a little bit easier to finish completing the task. She's almost at the end of it, starting to see some results. Okay. This is definitely so you can put some of those burdens down here. Just drop the non-essential stuff, like limiting beliefs, because you're putting in that work with the Nine of Wands for that success, that victory. So find that inward belief, trust yourself, your universe, because it's all coming together. As you can see at the end here, the final card I have for you, Aries, is King of Pentacles. Look at this. So you put in that move that energy, get things going, get it done, charging full steam ahead. You're inspiring others to do what they want to do as you're completing your task and something you've been working on. You're finally seeing something successful, fruition coming into, little celebration here. And then, because you're almost at the end. You're almost at the end of working so hard to complete what you're trying to complete. And then once you're at the end of that, you have the King of Pentacles, which is that material abundance, that personal growth, that patience, determination. It's leveling up. It's the Pentacles, which is financial abundance. As you can see, he's sitting there calmly, put all that work in. Now he can enjoy what he's worked so hard for. He can absolutely enjoy it. So it's just a transition from rapid, passionate, impulsive action to public success and responsibility. Okay, and this is setting into long-term security, and that's what the King of Pentacles is about. Long-term financial abundance, setting yourself up. There you go. All right, so the second part of our cards, we're going to do our confirmation cards here with you. See what we got going on here for Aries still, because we're going through that transition, moving from a fiery start to a grounded finish. So I hope you are definitely taking those first steps to complete this task that you've started. We have four clarification here. Second card I have is Page of Pentacles. Look at this. Page of Pentacles is that manifesting, that grounding opportunity. So not only are you using that fiery, determined energy, but you're also manifesting. You're looking for new opportunities with this energy. That's the spontaneity. Sometimes you got to switch that plan up to get where you want to go. And then you're using, practical skills and being realistic, grounding yourself to what you want to get and moving forward in that direction, making clear plans that are realistic, and then moving towards those realistic plans. Because then you have the King of Swords right here, and that's under our success, under our Six of Wands there. King of Swords is that clear thinker. So in order to get that success, you're going to have to definitely take those ideas, ground them, put in the hard work, and then that communication and leadership. So that's the King of Swords. That's a clear thinker. Somebody who's courageous in the pursuit of their own path. They're determined to get what they need to do, and they're going to make wise decisions in order to get to that place of clarity. They're willing to look at the whole picture and change perspective if necessary to get what they need to get or get where they need to go. That's the King of Swords. As you can see, he's on the ship. He's willing to switch directions if it means getting to where he has to get to a little safer. But even in the midst of all that, what's going on around him, he's still looking at the whole picture and seeing what could the outcome be? What could I do with this around me? And that's somebody who's grounded. Because when you're grounded, you're going to get those downloads, those voice of clarities, those intuitive nudges that's helping you to go forward. All right? This is beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. Then the next card we have after that with our wands there, Six of Wands after the King of Swords. Next card I have is the Eight of Pentacles for Aries. Reading for Aries, April 2026. So the next one is Eight of Pentacles. That's your mastering your skill here, right here, learning what you need to go forward. And not only learning it, but mastering, studying it to the point where you can answer questions or someone needs assistance. That kind of study where you get deep into it, where you're dedicated to excellence, and you're just not only mastering that skill, but you're mastering it to a point that you can push forward with it, as you build your dream. This is studying, this is practice, this is putting in that work. All right, and focusing on what you need to do. As you can see, she is studying here. Got the candle there, burning the lights. Yeah, so this is definitely learning to master your craft. Don't let impossible standards stand in the way. Just learn what you need to learn in order to move on. All right? And that's when you're coming to the end, because you are mastering that skill and learning the lessons that are necessary to move forward. You're taking that emotional maturity and leadership, and you're grounded. So you're able to open up your consciousness to receive that information that's necessary for you to move forward. And the last card that I have here for you, Aries, I have, which is Queen of Wands here. This is expression. It's boldly expression, expressing yourself, pursuing. Again, a lot of pursuing of the dreams happening for everybody in 2026. People are finally starting to make those divine leaps and move forward to what they're passionate about and what they want their life to look like. And Queen of Wands is finding that confidence and bravely pursuing your dreams here. And you light the way for others when you share your fire like this. When you're excited, it's contagious. When you're motivated, it's contagious. When you're enthusiastic, it's contagious, and other people around you want to know what it is or how. And then that's when you share. Follow your dreams. Follow your purpose. Make it happen. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself, and communication coming through to you from all different directions. I'm sure those downloads are coming in. All right, so now let's be doing this with the Queen of Wands, just expressing yourself and boldly learning to communicate your desires and your wishes here. Very inspired, enthusiastic energy right here. And what we have overall, looking at all the cards here, I have, again, with the Knight of Wands, the Six of Wands, that transition, that rapid transition from that impulsive energy to finally putting everything into action. So taking that energy and putting it towards the direction you want to go, which is success, which is Six of Wands, which leads to the end of burdens there and bring about a financial abundance, a successful finish for you. And then also showing from learning a new skill, you're starting a project, and then you're mastering that skill. So through discipline and intellectual effort, you're coming in confidence and passionate leadership. So to me, this reading is all about Aries coming into their own, finding their own self-confidence and taking that energy and moving it to the direction they want to go. Mastering that skill, whatever it is, that project that you're truly trying to focus on and bring into existence. Learning as much as you can. And then bringing that energy out. Well, it will shine. When you're excited about learning, trust and believe everyone else around you finds that energy as well. So for Aries, again, April 2026 reading for you. Make sure you're finding that passion. Move forward in the direction that you truly want. Take time, ground yourself, listen to that intuitive voice. Trust the universe. Take all that information and put it together in an intelligent way so that you can guide yourself towards your passion. All right, thank you so much for joining me today with Walk With Me Tarot. This reading again was for the sign of Aries. Thank you, and that's going to be the sign March 21st to April 19th. And I will continue adding more to these videos as the channel grows. If you like, please hit the like or subscribe button below, and I will have more information regarding personal readings. Again, thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate all the support for helping me to begin to start this channel. Those who have been with me, I appreciate you very, very much. I'm sending positive energy to you. Thank you.